Alrighty, so I'm just going to put a few things together for the cloth journal. There was a lot of little things, little components that we could add. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this little book to put in one of the um, little pockets that this little book has. We'll see if anybody shows up. I know there's a lot of sales going on. Hey, Janice. That's kind of cute. I've got two little journals going, so I'll make two of these and I'll stick them in. They were getting a little chunky. Hi, Christy. They were getting a little chunky. Hi, Jackie. So I separated them. I mean, these were like in becoming one. And after I put the stuff inside, it's going to be a little too thick. So I basically separated them. So now we have two going at one time, which is just fine. Just fine. Now these are pictures of, looks like a purse that has been crocheted, and then some lace work on some shoes, and then some other kind of lace here. So I figured this goes quite well with the look. And I've got the papers outside drying right now. All right, so those will probably end up being the two covers for that. And then I had some of it was an old magazine that had a pull out that was a pattern. So there's a lot of empty space. So I figured I'd use that for pages because you could write on it very, very easily. So let's see how many pages I can get out of this. And I don't measure anything, so no, I'm not gonna measure nothing. Because then that means, you're getting too serious. You don't need to be getting all serious. The closest I come to measuring is laying the other one on top to make sure they're halfway even. Ooh, you're making a, oh man, that's going to be beautiful. That other one was so dreamy. Ugh. That was just gorgeous. All right, let's see if I put that about right there. Let's put it right on the other side of the line. Yeah, I bet they are. You invest so much time in them. Every little inch of that piece of art, and then to let it go. I'm sure it is hard. It's funny. I'm that way a little bit, but just for a short period of time. I call it my petting period. I'll keep my journals for a certain period of time, and I'll get them, and I'll hold them, and I'll look through them, and then after a certain amount of time, I'm done. I'm just, I'm a bad mom. I say, okay, ready for you to leave. And when I'm ready, I'm ready. It's like, okay. It's like there's no sentimentality left or anything. I've just used up all of my feelings for my journal. And then I'm cold. Get out of here. I'm done with you. Like giving your children a deadline, right? When you're X amount of years, you're out of here. I do that with my journals. You're out of here. It is really getting hot outside. And depending on what part of the country you live in, the news is telling us we're getting a unusual winter storm. It'll be in my area, I think like Tuesday, Wednesday. And parts north of me, obviously we'll get it, a day before. But we're on the outskirts of the storm. So we're just going to get the cool air and a little bit of rain. But some areas are getting like full on winter storm, snow, everything. So that's going to be interesting. We're in the high 90s right now, and Wednesday the high is supposed to be 71. So you can really see how that front's going to cool everything down. Oh, look how cute these are. I'll figure out how I'll use that as a page. And this would turn out a really cool page if I can get this whole little piece right here. That's cool. Cool. No pun intended. Aren't these cool? Need to trim that down. Now, the violin you're doing now, is that for your shop or for something in particular? Oh, that's cool too. Oh, cool. Commissions make me nervous. I think when it comes to doing things that I love to do, which, is all this crafty stuff, something happens in my brain in the dynamic of the fact that now I have to do it and it's got to look a certain way. It's almost like my creative juices get like turned off or something. And it's like I don't want to do it. Even if it's something I enjoy doing, it's almost like I don't enjoy doing it anymore. Isn't that kind of strange? I was trying to analyze myself the other day. Why do you think that way, Rosemary? And I think it's to be honest, I think it's a matter of being in control. When I'm just spontaneously doing something, I'm in control of what I'm going to create. But when you get a commission, almost always, it's predetermined what it's going to look like, unless they just say, oh, do whatever you want. I'll be happy. But usually, they have a criteria. So now all of a sudden, the dynamics of the control over your art has been taken away from you. At least that's the way I see it. And then I don't like it so much anymore. It's like, wait a minute. That's a little counterintuitive to being creative. You telling me what to do. So it's like a little buzzkill for the creativity. And then there's other people that like to be told what to do. You know, like, I don't have any idea. What do you want me to do? Just tell me and I'll do it. So there's that too. Those are other kind of creative people. I had a friend that she just loves to cook, but she doesn't know what to make. Oh, tell me and I'll just make it. Okay. So she doesn't like the creativity taken out of her hands. She prefers it. Less stress, I guess. Okay. These are going to look cute in there, I think. I'll put some blank also pages in there. And then this all. Let's see, which end do I want to cut off? Maybe a little bit off of each. Because the picture's kind of cute here. Kind of a cute picture. So I'm going to put them in here. I cut some cardstock for the base, and I think I'll end up gluing this down on here. This one also. So let's see what we got here. Go there. Make sure the writing's going right direction. If that matters. Maybe I won't add too much more. There's a lot of papers right here. So I don't want it too thick. So it's just going to go inside of that little pocket at the top of the book. Hey, Laura. Okay, that's kind of chunky already. You know, like I say, it's going to be going in one of these places. Let's see. Let's see, it goes in here. Oh, I got to put it in a wider one. Here we go. You don't want it too much chunkier than that. Maybe just a couple more will work. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Maybe some of this more vintagey book. Put some of that in there. Yeah, well, this would look cute. Hi, Eva. All right, let's put that right there. I made these little tags the other day. I thought they were well, they were small, but I liked how they came out. Let's see. Let's kind of sort of. Let's take this this part off. And just a little bit off the bottom. This is kind of brittly. This is really old stuff. Probably, I think when I fold it, it's going to really like fall apart. Let's see. Let's see what happens. May not be able to use it the way I think I can. I didn't think about that. Let's see if we can fold it. Let's get the right size first. All right, let's see. Hold your breath. Uh-oh. That's pretty crunchy. But that's okay. It's vintage, right? Let's put it in between something. That way if it falls apart, it'll halfway stay in. Let's do it that way. Hey, Barb. Thank you. The eco ones are that I did this morning. They're out there drying right now. Probably dried pretty fast because that sun pretty intense ever since this morning. It was a little cloudy in the morning, but oh boy. Oh boy, it is warm. I made sure all the little birds, I have a little fountain out there for the birds. And it's so warm, you know, I gotta fill it up every morning because by the end of the day, it's halfway gone between the evaporation and them all taking their baths at night. There's a swarm of them every night that come in there and take their little evening bath, I guess, before they go to bed. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Let's cut that out. Stick it in there. Oops. Have you started working on yours, Laura? On your journal? Hey, Candy. Okay, so we have two, the older ones in here, and I think there's just one over here. So let's maybe find one more. Yeah, let's find one more to stick in there. And I think this is cool. That chart is a cool chart. Okay, I think that's enough. I could keep putting more and more and more, but like I said, I don't want it to get too chunky. So I think to avoid this tearing apart, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a small piece of fabric and glue it right here in the center. That way, if it tears, it's still going to be secure because it'll be on the fabric. So let me find something from the stash that we can put on there. I put all my little leftover stuff over here in this little box. Some of the stuff, anyway. So here are some of the pieces that are left over from that panel. There's not really that much to be seen, so maybe I'll use a couple of those pieces and put it up and down that spine. I got some of this too. And I'm just going to use, you know, whatever I got, glue stick or, oh, maybe this. Hold on. Hold the phone, everybody. I've got this. You know how much I love the salvage ends. That's what I'm going to put here. That is where I'm going to put. Kind of hard to see where it's going. Let me put a little mark. Either my eyes are going, which they probably are. It's hard to see where that little spot is. Okay, so now let's get, I gotta get a little glue. I brought me some new ones, so you're out. And let's put that right there. And now, even though it's very old and crunchy, even if it tears, it won't fall apart. Let's do that with each one of these. And that's a good little tip if you're using papers that are really brittle. I mean, the rest feels okay, but it's just when you're doing the folding if it works with the style of whatever journal you're doing, just put a little piece of fabric. And if you're not using any particular theme, just get a piece of muslin and cut a little strip, and that'll be perfect. It'll blend in, usually. Just let that dry a little bit before I bend them. This one. Okay. I'll put it in here. Okay, whoops. Let me get another one. And that just works out perfect with the sewing theme. Yay! Okay, so that's done. Now on the cover, I want to put a little bit of stitching. I'm not sure yet exactly how. But I want to, let's see. Let's look at this. Of course, they don't have to be the same. You're going in two different books. Maybe if I sewed some of that on there, maybe that would look kind of neat. Or maybe something with some writing. Maybe if I lower that and put this up here, or vice versa, put it down the bottom. What do you guys think? I don't know. Sometimes it speaks to me right away, and then other times it's like, I don't know. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Maybe that needs to be down there like that. Maybe. Bring the one over. Yeah. Maybe that needs to be right there. I think I'll do that. Just do it, Rosemary, and forget about it. So let's see if we want to put anything on this before we glue things down. Let's make sure that we don't want to add anything. Because, you know, it's the layering that makes things appealing to the eye. But see, this is too much the same color, so that's not going to work. That's not going to work. I need something contrasting. Oh, this is pretty. This is contrasting. You don't see anything, so I don't want to waste that because you really don't see nothing. Maybe just one little piece. Pop it out the top. I don't know. It's not speaking to me. Arr. All right, I think I do need to do some sewing. Just do some sewing and be done with it. I think we just need a few little stitches around here. Hope I don't tear the paper. Hope I don't tear the paper because it's so close to the edge. And this is just regular copy paper, so you know it's just waiting to tear. So if I get through this with no tears, it will be a miracle. And I'm using this really fat needle. So let's be gentle. Ah, okay. Okay, let's see how that's going before I keep going. Oh yeah, that adds a lot already. Oh yeah, okay. We're going in the right direction. We're not there yet, but did I put you guys to sleep? Did I put you guys to sleep? down. Upside down and backwards. He'll be okay. It'll work. It'll work. I've been already working on some little additional things for next month's kit. I did the journal, but I had some other pieces parts left over, so I've been playing with that. That's been fun. I've just got way too many things going on at one time. That's kind of sort of like how my brain goes. I can't like stay focused on one thing for a real long time, because then, you know, the creativity and the spontaneity of it just kind of goes away also. So I have to move on to the next one. And then the way my mind works, while I'm working on this one, you saw I started talking about the other thing, right? Because I'm starting to think, ooh, I think I could do this and do that. So I'm not really like thinking on the thing I'm doing. I'm thinking on the thing I should do and why I should put this down and go do the thing I just thought of. That's what I do a lot. I just bounce around from idea to idea. I think if I was in school today, they'd put me on Ritalin probably. Then I'd have no creativity. I'd just be sitting over in the corner, drooling. I'd just be sitting on the corner drooling, waiting for my next hit of Ritalin. Well, I'm going to have to get some more thread to finish that off. Well, it looks like we're on the same boat then. Okay, we all understand each other. Excellent. No need to explain to you guys then. You're my people. You are my people. Okay, so let's just cut that off. Leave it a little tail, because when I glue it down, it'll keep it all stationary. Alright, so this is gonna go. See, it's already looking better with that little bit of stitch on there. So let's say that's gonna go like just like that. And then maybe we'll glue down something like this on the bottom. I think that would look kind of nice. So if we Yeah. Chocolate chip cookie. Mmm, yum. Okay, we can all fantasize now. We're being handed some warm chocolate chip cookies. Right, I think I like that. And oh, I'm gonna put a little bit of. Let's just distress this a little bit. I don't like solid white anything unless it's a black and white journal. That's the only time I like white is when I'm making my black and whites. Otherwise, white isn't so appealing to me. Here. I made nachos for myself. My husband can't have any because of his dietary situation. But I made him a yummy steak, so I didn't feel bad eating nachos in front of him because he loves his steak. So I think my eyeballs were hungrier than my stomach because like a little over halfway through, I was kind of like, I'm full. So when I did that, I almost like got attacked by my dog because he came over. Oh, I think she's done. I think, I think she's done. Let's see if she'll give us some. So my 4 dogs and me, we had a little nacho party together. 1 nacho for you, 1 nacho for you. No nacho for me. You know, all the slobber on the fingers. I'm not having any nachos after I give them one. So they had their little nacho party. And our dogs, they're like, well, except for Junior, because you know he's the senior citizen, the most senior citizen. So he is off to a side. He's laying down, and the other 3 are lined up there, and they just sit perfectly still. And their heads, they look like they're playing a tennis match, right? They see me hand one to one, and all the eyes go to him, and all the eyes go to the next one. And I threw it on a little rotation. Then I had to get up and go over to Junior, give him his, and they don't move. They're still sitting there. They don't move an inch. Then they know I'm going to come back to the chair, and then I line them up, and they're all happy. The nacho party. Okay, so I think I will use back on this because it'll get a lot of movement. I'll use my fabric tag. Let me get this to the bottom. Oh, you made them for the hubby. Yeah, my husband is diabetic, so he's controlling it with his diet. He's not on medication. It's taken him, well, I guess he's had let's put it this way. It's taken a while to figure out what he can and can't eat because what a normal person that has diabetes can eat, my husband can't eat. So even though he went to the nutritional classes and all that stuff that the hospital provided, they don't apply to him. So we have had to do our own hit and miss, figure it out. And that's been an experience unto itself. Okay, so I think that might be a little white, huh? A little white. Let's get it a little grungy, not too grungy, but just tiny bit. So anyway, practically anything that has any starch in it turns into instant sugar in my husband. I mean instantly. So there's hardly anything he can eat. Which in one way it makes it simple. When I go grocery shopping, not much to choose from. But that part's easy. But figuring out something interesting to cook, oh my gosh. It ain't happening. It just ain't happening. He can't eat nachos because he can't eat the chips. He can't eat the beans. The carbohydrates in the beans skyrockets his sugar. And he can't eat sour cream. Whatever's in the sour cream makes his sugar skyrocket. I mean, the guy can't eat nothing, I swear. Okay, let that dry a little bit. Now, did I want to put something along here? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe, because it looks a little, I think it needs a little something right here. I'm just not sure what. Maybe a little something like that. I don't know. Let's cut it with the pinking shears, see what it looks like. Let's pretty it up a little bit. Yeah, exactly, the lactose in anything. I kind of like that because it brings, I don't know if you can see it on the monitors there, but it brings out the red on that. So I think I'll put that, glue that in there. And artificial sweeteners took us, I don't know, over a year to find one that didn't make his sugar go up, even though they were artificial. It didn't matter. It still made his sugar skyrocket. And then one of the viewers suggested, I wish I could remember who, it was a while back, suggested the monk fruit, which we tried, and it works. It does not raise his sugar at all. So that was good. Aw, I think that looks kind of on the cutesy side. Let's see. What else do we put over there? Too much. One or the other. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I think I'll just glue that down. Okay, so the cover's done. Yay! And the little fabric is all dry. And now we can fold that. And if it gets all crunchy, it does not matter. Very good. Let's make sure everything's going the right direction. Probably better if that wasn't on the outside. And there is the little book. Now let's make the cover on this. I'll sew that in later. Let's work on this cover. And maybe there's not too much to do on that one. It's got such a big picture in the front. I found some ice cream that has no sugar. It has the monk fruit sweetener, and he can eat that. So I mean, it's expensive for ice cream, but it's really his only like treat that is a sweet. So that worked out good. There was others out there that say they're keto friendly and things like that. But if I've learned to read what they're sweetened with, and if it's anything but the monk fruit, there goes his numbers. So I was happy I found that. This has the natural grunge, but let's just add a tiny bit. Let's add a little bit more. Cover up where you cut the paper. Alrighty. I think we're just going to keep this one pretty simple. Or should I add some sewing? Oh, I don't know now. Oh, I know what I'll do. I think I'll glue it down and then I'll just put a couple of little stitch marks on the corner because it's kind of busy. I don't need all that sewing all over the place. And I'll do that in the front and the back. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Kind of, sort of center it. Kind of, sort of. Yay! All right, and then I will just put a couple of stitch marks on the corner. And I think that will work. I think. Well, let me double think that now. Because if I do that, then I need to cover up the stitch somehow. I don't want just some creepy cross stitch and then the knot in the back. So how am I going to do that? Huh? How am I going to do that? With maybe some of these back here. Okay. I got outsmarted myself. Let's see here. Let's see. Maybe I won't do that. Maybe what I will do for just a little bit of color, and maybe put that down there. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's do that. Because I was just going to outsmart myself. You can't see the 7. It must be white. And let me try and pink this just to give it a little decorative edge on the top. Can't really see it, but it's there. I can see it. Ow, 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 ow. All right, let's get that on there. And try and center it. All right, there we go. All right, And let's go get the pages. Kind of like how that came out. Those are the ones with the little fabric. Let's get them going in the right direction. Okay, I'll put this here. There. And they're sticking out a little bit, and that never bothers me. I actually like when things are not flush. So let's put a little tab on this one also, like we did on this one. Let's see what, maybe we'll just use the same fabric. Oh, I don't have any more of that, do I? Uh-oh. Let's see. Oh, I do have some of this. Some of the tape. That'd be cute like that right there. There we go. There we go. It's a plan. Oh, I should have done that with the pinky shares, right? Let me do that right now. All right. So let's glue this down right here. Alrighty. Okay, so we have our two little books, and then you just have to find a spot in your book where it fits, and hope it fits. Oh no. So in this book, I think I still have to obviously sew in the signatures, but let's see where it's going. I think that one will fit right in there nicely. And this one, let's see where it's going to go. It could go there, I think. Let's see. Does it fit? It might be a tight squeeze for it to close. No, it seems to fit. Let's see where else it fits. It might fit better over here. It could fit there too. There. Anyway, there's a number of places it could go. Ooh, maybe even in the back. No, it's too much of a tight squeeze. So, I think the best bet is probably here. And when I sew in the signatures, I'll just make sure it's on this edge so it fits, or it could go right there. It probably fits better on there. Yeah, 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 yeah. There you go. We got our little, oh, and did I show you the little pocket I made for that? I'm gonna make a different one. It, I think it needs to have a little cover so it doesn't fall out. So it's a little top heavy. So I think that needs to change a little bit. Oh, hi, Sophia. Okay. Some say Sophia, some say Sophia. There's like 3 or 4 different people with that name, and they kind of sort of all say it a little differently. So if I'm not saying it right, I apologize. I get the pronunciation all mixed up. All right. So I think these are coming along kind of cute, guys. And then I took a piece of fabric and just cut out like a little shape of a mannequin, like the ones we were playing around with, the larger ones the other day, and I just stitched it down. This is some kind of upholstery fabric, you know, those sampler pieces we get. So that's what I did with that one. And I think I made another one on this one somewhere. I think I put one on each. Yeah, here. I did one on here. And what I did is I had cut this way too long. I did it the size of the pattern, and then I realized, wait a minute, that's way too long. So I cut it off, and this is what this fabric looks like on the other side. This is the, you can't see, oh, you can see it a little bit. It's all this, the green stuff, right, from this one. So I flipped it over and it was red, and so it went just right with that one. So that's where that little piece came from. It's the end part of that one. So, you know, you really can use all your scraps. It's just never ending. Just don't throw anything away. And these are the ones that I made with that printout. If you're in the group, every month I put a free digital in there for you to print out that goes with the with that month's kit. And so even though if you can't buy the kits, you can always just get the downloadable and still play along with those. And these were originally the size for dominoes, and so it's a whole page of different pictures this size. And so I cut some craft paper. I think these are cardstock though, and glued them down onto that, and used some of the scraps of the fabric to make these little tabs. And I have a whole bunch of these, and I just like stamping on them and dangling them from places. So that's where those came from. And then I glued one of those back here. And then in the kit, you got a paper that had a whole bunch of the tops to the spools. So I glued that onto some cardboard. Here's some already made. Glued it onto cardboard. And on this particular one, I just glued it here on the page. Oh, and here's another one of those. I glued that one down. And this wasn't put, this was just put on the Cantha quilt. I sewed it on there and then glued it down. That's also one of the printouts. This one too. And these are one of the little cards that came in the kit, button cards. And there you go. We're getting there. Oh, here's another little one. So there's still room to put in the pockets. And we'll make a different type of these. This I just sewed the sides and stuck it in there. But I think we need something a little nicer that has some kind of a, or maybe I'll just leave it like that. Who knows? Then I took another one of these and just glued it here on top. Here's a pocket that we still have that we can fill in with some stuff. Here's a blank spot still that we can still fill in. And these appear pockets, so there's space to put things in there still too. You can decorate something here. And so there's still room to play. Still room to play. All right, so what else should we do? Did you guys already make your pincushion? We made that the other day. That was just super simple. We just drew a circle that was a 3-inch diameter, sewed around the perimeter with just a stitch, a straight stitch, and pulled it and stuffed it with stuffing. And then I just got hot glue and put it on the base of that ring and flopped it on. See, that's the one we did, just hot glue. And now if you have some trim or something that you want to put around there, you can hot glue that on there. I did a little bit of rickrack just to cover all that mess up. I put some rickrack around there. But you could put some ribbon, you could put some twine, you know, whatever look you're looking for. And that's all it is. What else? I know there's some other things we could do. I'm just not sure what I'm going to put in here yet. It's got to come to me. It has to come to me. Oh, and these are the little jewelry tags. Those are the ones that I like to get to hang from stuff. They're small, and you can use them a lot of different ways. And here's some more of those that are in that printable. Oh, and I made these little things. Oh, these need to go somewhere. Oh, yeah. Hold everything. Oh, I'm already forgetting what I've got done. Wait a minute. So I've got these. Oh, how am I forgetting all this? Okay, we made these the other day. The little dress form. We made these. Forget what day we did that. But these need to go in here somewhere. I don't think there's going to be much room for anything else once we get these in there. Let's see, where do we want to put these? This might have to go somewhere else. And these will go here. Maybe this can go in here somewhere. There we go. That way it doesn't matter if it's top heavy or not. It's not gonna, doesn't matter. It's gonna stay in there nice, secure. Aha. Ooh, see how chunky that's getting already? And then we've got these that need to go in. And then on top of that, we still have a couple of these. So in these larger pockets, like this pocket right here, but that's not a pocket. Hold on. Where's a pocket? Do we have another pocket on the top on any of these? Oh yeah, these all have pockets on the top. So that could go in there. I'll put a little tassel of some kind up on top of that. Oh, wouldn't that look cute? Yeah. Maybe this little form go here. Oops, that's got to be glued down. That's not glued down there. That could go like there somehow. Oh, look at that. It's almost done. Maybe we can stick one of those tall ones in here too. Let's see. I still have to do the back. I got to put the fabric or paper or something, whatever we're going to put. Let's see where we could put this guy. Does that fit? Oh, yeah. Woohoo! These are happening. Oh, Candy's got to go cook. People are cooking. Well, this one's like extra chunky because it's got so many of these. Maybe we should have just done 2 and made like a little book. And then they could go into each book. I mean, yeah, into each cloth book. Maybe I need to cut them. Oh no, should I? I wonder what would happen if I tried to unglue them. Would it make like a total mess? Probably not, because all I have to do is put some more of that paper on there. If I do it really gently. And even if it tears, it doesn't matter. All I gotta do is glue some more paper on there. Man, that glue sticks. There we go. Not bad. I can cover that up with a little bit of napkin. See, nothing is permanent. You change your mind, tear it off, cover it up with a little piece of fabric or some paper, and you're all set to go. It is. Like I said, cover it up with paper. Cover it up with paper. No harm done. All right, so now this can be like just like a little mini book, and you can put some paper or something in here. We'll figure it out. So that's like a little mini book, so it won't be so chunky. And then I just need to take this off of here. And these can go over here. I already started this one. Let's see. Okay. Those that saw me put all 3 together, next time they see it, there's all, I mean all 4. They're gonna see just the 2. They're gonna go, what happened? I thought you glued all those together. Excellent. You can have them this way or this way, whichever way you want. And we'll put this one maybe right here. There we go. Oh, I'm liking how these are coming out. What do you guys think? What do you think? All we need now are some little, well, we got to cover up the back. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. You know, these papers, these would look cool on here. Okay, I'm getting an idea. These papers that were kind of brittle, these would look kind of nice on the back here somehow. I do believe. Let's see. That's not long enough for you. Ah, here we go. Let's get one of these stitches. One of these stitches. So if we did that, make sure. There we go. So, all right, that's what we'll do with that one. Let's get some glue. Let's get some glue. Glue, glue, glue. Oops, forgot to put the lid on this one. Forgot to put my pin on this one. See if stuff comes out. If not, I'll have to. Yeah, I forgot to put the pin. Shame on you, Rosemary. Almost did that backwards. You saw me almost do that, didn't you? Rosemary, no, 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 no. Let that dry a little bit. Let's get the other one. See which one we're going to use. I think I'm going to use this one. It's going to cut off too much of that. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's just try it. So that kind of in the center. Oh no. Fire truck. There goes all my dogs. Too funny. Uh-oh. Looks like it's over at the corner. Okay. Let's try and center it. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Hold on. That was something important. So let's, because it's so brittle, this will probably, yep, this will just tear off very easily. And then if you just have a little, I don't have it around here right this second, but if you have a little nail file, you can just go around all that and that will come off. I don't have a nail file right now. We'll go like this. And then you get your distressor. Voila! Woohoo! Next. Ta-da! So let's put them in their home. Where did they go? I already forgot where I put it. Did that one go here? I don't know. Or did it go inside? I think it went inside because it's longer. Okay, so that has its little home right there. And I think, no, I think that went right here. There we go. Ta-da! Now they're not completely done, but you see where we're going. We're almost there. We have a few little pockets to fill in. And we'll put either like another little book or a little tag of some kind, or maybe like a little bundle of stuff for the owner to, you know, cut little things apart and maybe sew and glue something of their own in there. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? Who knows? All right, ladies, I am going to let you go. I have to check my papers that are drying outside. I have to check my papers that are probably boiled to death already. So I got to switch them all out. I got to bring the stuff inside in, and I mean the outside in and then inside out. You know what I'm trying to say. So I hope you had a little bit of distraction this afternoon. And maybe you can try one of these little techniques on a little journal that maybe you guys will be making if you aren't already. All right, I will see you guys. I'm not sure when I'll be back, but we'll work probably one more time on these before I'll call them done. And then we'll move on to the next project. Alrighty. Thanks again, ladies. I will see you soon. Goodbye.